There will come a moment, quiet or public, when someone challenges your dignity. They may insult you, dismiss your work, question your intelligence, or disrespect you openly. In that moment, something awakens inside you. Heat in the chest, tension in the jaw, a sudden urge to respond. Anger arrives quickly, demanding expression. It feels justified. It feels necessary. But the Stoics understood something rare. The moment you react without thought, you surrender authority over yourself. This testament exists for that moment. Not to suppress emotion, not to deny pain, but to master the inner response. So no insult, no criticism, no act of disrespect can move you from your center. Anger feels like strength, but it is not strength. It is the body reacting before the mind can lead. Marcus Aurelius warned that anger is a form of self-harm, not because it is immoral, but because it clouds judgment and fractures clarity. When someone provokes you and you respond emotionally, they gain influence over your inner state. They dictate your mood, your thoughts, your peace. This is not power. True power is self-possession. The Stoic does not deny anger's presence. They simply refuse to obey it. An insult is not a weapon. It is information. Sound shaped by intention, often careless, often insecure. Seneca wrote, "No one can insult you unless you first value their opinion." Ask yourself this: why should the words of another, spoken in a moment of frustration, carry authority over your mind? Most insults reveal more about the speaker than the target. They expose impatience, fear, unresolved dissatisfaction. The Stoic does not absorb every judgment. They examine it. If it contains truth, it is useful. If it does not, it is discarded. Nothing more is required. Between stimulus and response lies perception. This is where freedom lives. An insult does not hurt you. Your interpretation of it does. Seneca observed that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. The mind often exaggerates the meaning of events, turning brief moments into lasting wounds. The Stoic trains perception deliberately. When insulted, pause internally and ask, is this factual? Is this permanent? Is this within my control? Most often, the answer is no. In that moment, anger loses its foundation. Epictetus divided life into two realms: what is yours to command and what is not. Your thoughts, your values, your reactions, these belong to you. Other people's opinions, actions, and tone do not. The Stoic does not wrestle with the uncontrollable. They conserve energy. When disrespected, ask, is this within my authority? If it is not, let it pass without resistance. To cling to what you cannot control is to volunteer for suffering. The Stoics did not expect ease. They expected resistance. Marcus Aurelius prepared his mind daily, reminding himself that people would be selfish, rude, and careless, not to grow bitter, but to remain calm. This is negative visualization. By anticipating difficulty, you remove its power to surprise you. Each morning say quietly, "Today, I may be criticized. I may be misunderstood. I may be disrespected. And I will remain composed." When the moment arrives, you are not shaken. You are prepared. There is strength in restraint. Not every provocation requires response. Not every insult deserves acknowledgement. Silence is not weakness. It is selectivity. An angry person seeks reaction. When denied, their influence collapses. Think of fire deprived of oxygen. Calm indifference suffocates hostility. A neutral expression, a measured response, or no response at all. These choices assert dominance without confrontation. The Stoic speaks only when necessary, and never from impulse. Stoicism is not passive acceptance. It is active self-examination. Each evening, review your day. Where did anger arise? What belief fueled it? Was your response chosen or automatic? Write it down, not with judgment, with curiosity. Over time, patterns emerge, and awareness replaces reaction. This is how emotional mastery is built, quietly, consistently. Much anger comes from expectation. The expectation to be understood, respected, praised. The Stoic releases these demands. They do not outsource self-worth. Approval is fleeting. Criticism inevitable. To anchor your peace to external validation is to place it in unstable hands. The Stoic measures themselves by inner standards, virtue, effort, integrity. Nothing more is required. True strength does not announce itself. It does not escalate. It does not perform. It remains unmoved. When others shout, the Stoic lowers their voice. When others provoke, the Stoic observes. When others react, the Stoic reflects. This composure unsettles those who seek control, because it cannot be taken. To become untouchable is not to become cold. It is to become sovereign. You still feel, but you choose when to act. You still hear insults, but you decide their meaning. Remember this: no one can disturb your peace unless you grant them access. If these words were useful to you, return again. Subscribe, not for novelty, but for discipline. New readings from the Stoic Testament are released regularly, each one meant to be revisited, not consumed once. If you are willing, leave a comment, not for attention, but as a record. A single line. What tested your composure today? Or what truth stayed with you? Writing fixes thought, and thought shapes character. This has been a reading from the Stoic Testament. Read slowly, practice daily, remain steady.